Seinfeld isn't just a sitcom, it's a cultural touchstone, a place where quirky characters and unforgettable moments became etched in our memories. Today, we're taking a moment to revisit the iconic cast, celebrating their lasting impact, honoring those we've lost, and reliving the moments that made us laugh, think, and connect. Join us as we pay tribute to these legendary actors and share your favorite Seinfeld moments in the comments. Because no matter what, Seinfeld will always have a special place in our hearts. Barney Martin's Morty Seinfeld, Jerry's dad, was a perfect foil to Liz Sheridan's Helen. With his gruff exterior, sarcastic humor, and relatable sense of frustration, Morty became an essential part of Jerry's family dynamic. Martin joined Seinfeld in 1992 at the age of 57, and his portrayal of Morty was both hilarious and heartfelt. Despite his moments of frustration with Jerry's antics, Martin's portrayal was never without warmth. In real life, Barney Martin was a seasoned actor with an extensive career in both theater and film, often playing lovable, down-to-earth characters. He passed away on March 21, 2005, at the age of 82. His portrayal of Morty remains one of the most fondly remembered father figures in television history. Uncle Leo, Jerry's quirky, attention-seeking uncle, was played by Len Leser, whose distinct voice and mannerisms made the character an enduring favorite. Appearing throughout the series, Leser's portrayal of Uncle Leo added an extra layer of absurdity to the show's world, with his attempts to engage Jerry in family drama or his sometimes awkward social interactions. Leser, who joined the cast in 1991 at age 60, quickly became a fan favorite due to his comedic timing and memorable catchphrase, "Hello, Jerry." Len Leser passed away on February 16, 2011, at the age of 88. Despite his relatively minor role in terms of screen time, his character has left a lasting impact on Seinfeld fans everywhere. Richard Hurd's portrayal of Mr. Wilhelm, George's long-suffering boss at the New York Yankees, was a wonderful addition to the show's expansive character roster. While Mr. Wilhelm's role was mostly focused on his interactions with George's antics, Hurd brought an understated but authoritative presence to the character. His work as a calm, often bewildered figure was a perfect contrast to George's ever-present chaos. Hurd, who was 53 when he joined the cast in 1993, was known for his roles in V, T.J. Hooker, and several other TV and film productions. He passed away on May 26, 2020, at the age of 87 after battling cancer. His contribution to Seinfeld remains a memorable part of the show's rich ensemble of characters. Ruth Cohen's recurring role as the unflappable cashier at Monk's Cafe, where the main characters spent much of their time, was a small but vital piece of the Seinfeld puzzle. Cohen appeared in over 100 episodes, becoming an enduring figure in the series' world. Her no-nonsense approach to her work contrasted nicely with the often ridiculous conversations of Jerry, George, Elaine, and Kramer. Cohen passed away on July 19, 2008, at the age of 78. While her screen time may have been limited, her character helped ground the show in the everyday reality that it so cleverly examined. Philip Baker Hall's turn as Luther Joe Bookman, the no-nonsense library cop who pursues Jerry for an overdue book, is one of the show's most unforgettable guest spots. Hall, who appeared in the 1991 episode The Library, brought a sense of gravitas and intimidation to the role that was both hilarious and eerily serious. His character's obsession with justice and his unwavering commitment to finding the truth, no matter how small, added a layer of absurdity to the already outrageous Seinfeld universe. At 63, when he first appeared on Seinfeld, Hall had already built an extensive career in film and television. He passed away on June 12, 2022, at the age of 90, leaving behind a diverse and impressive body of work. His portrayal of Bookman remains one of Seinfeld's most iconic and talked-about guest appearances. Rene Santony's portrayal of the irritable, difficult restaurant owner Poppy brought a layer of unpredictability to the show. His role in The Pie, where his character refuses to wash his hands after using the bathroom, became one of Seinfeld's most notorious moments. Santony's work on Seinfeld, which began in 1994 when he was 54, was a perfect example of the show's ability to turn mundane, everyday situations into comedic gold. Santony passed away on August 1, 2020, at the age of 81. His portrayal of Poppy remains a classic example of Seinfeld's ability to take unremarkable characters and turn them into sources of unforgettable humor. One of the most memorable supporting characters in Seinfeld was Frank Costanza, George's fiery, eccentric father. Played by the legendary Jerry Stiller, Frank became an iconic figure in the series, known for his explosive outbursts, his hilarious eccentricities, and his famous catchphrase, "Serenity now." Stiller's performance brought Frank to life with a raw intensity and impeccable timing that turned the character into one of the show's most beloved. Beyond Seinfeld, Jerry Stiller had an illustrious career, with early work as part of the comedy duo Stiller and Meara alongside his wife Ann Meara. He also had notable roles in King of Queens and The Take. Stiller passed away on May 11, 2020, at the age of 92, leaving behind a comedic legacy that will be cherished for years to come. His larger-than-life energy and unapologetic humor continue to influence comedians and actors today. Estelle Harris's portrayal of George's overbearing and neurotic mother, Estelle Costanza, was equally memorable. With her high-pitched voice and rapid-fire delivery, Harris brought to life one of Seinfeld's most amusing and frustrating characters. Her scenes, whether she was berating George or offering ridiculous advice, became unforgettable moments for fans of the show. Harris, who was 65 when she first appeared on Seinfeld in 1992, was a master of comedic timing, balancing humor with the pathos of a mother who simply wanted the best for her son, albeit in the most irrational ways. Harris's legacy extends beyond Seinfeld, as she voiced Mrs. Potato Head in Toy Story and appeared in numerous other television shows and films. She passed away on April 2, 2022, at the age of 93. Her contributions to the world of comedy are vast, and her work continues to inspire. Liz Sheridan's portrayal of Jerry's loving but somewhat clueless mother, Helen Seinfeld, brought warmth and depth to the show's family dynamics. Though not as frequently featured as some of the other characters, Sheridan's portrayal was a key part of Jerry's backstory, showing the soft side of the typically sarcastic and witty protagonist. Sheridan had a successful career in both theater and television, with roles in Alf and The Edge of Night. She appeared as Helen Seinfeld starting in 1990 at the age of 56, quickly becoming a staple of the show. Liz Sheridan passed away on April 15, 2022, just a few days after her 93rd birthday. Her role as Helen Seinfeld is cherished by fans for its understated sincerity and charm. Wayne Knight's portrayal of Newman, the scheming, self-serving, and endlessly frustrating mailman, added a unique layer of absurdity to Seinfeld's already eccentric world. Known for his distinctive voice and smug demeanor, Newman was often the antagonist to Jerry and the gang, embodying the sort of petty, conspiratorial nature that became a signature of the show's humor. Despite being a side character, Newman became an icon in his own right, his interactions with Jerry often creating some of the most memorable comedic moments. Whether he was plotting against Jerry, enjoying a cup of coffee in his mail carrier uniform, or simply exuding his trademark arrogance, Newman was a central figure in the show's world. At 68, Wayne Knight remains a familiar face in both film and television, but his role as Newman is still one of his most cherished. And fans continue to appreciate the character's contributions to Seinfeld's success. Jon OHurley's portrayal of J. Peterman, the eccentric and verbose boss of Elaine, was a perfect example of Seinfeld's commitment to quirky and absurd characters. Peterman, with his penchant for dramatic storytelling and his philosophical musings on everything from furniture to life itself, became a beloved figure in the later seasons of the show. O'Hurley brought a refined absurdity to the character, making him both hilarious and slightly enigmatic. Peterman's grandiose descriptions of mundane things, like a simple pair of pants or a trip to the Caribbean, perfectly captured the show's offbeat tone. Even now, at 70, Jon OHurley continues to work as both an actor and a host, but his portrayal of the J. Peterman character will always stand out as one of the highlights of his career. His contribution to Seinfeld remains a testament to the show's ability to turn the most outlandish personalities into something unforgettable. And Peterman's quirky wisdom continues to be remembered fondly by fans. Jerry Seinfeld, the very heart and soul of Seinfeld, has long been one of the most influential figures in comedy. As the creator, writer, and star of the show, his ability to observe the mundane aspects of everyday life and turn them into comedic gold was a hallmark of the series. Jerry's brand of dry, observational humor, which focused on the absurdities of modern life, resonated with audiences in ways that few sitcoms have ever managed to replicate. Even at 69, Jerry remains a towering figure in the comedy world, continually shaping the landscape of stand-up with his sharp, clever wit. His ongoing stand-up performances are a testament to his timeless comedic sensibilities, while his creation and hosting of Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee has introduced new generations to his unique approach to humor. By sitting down with other comedy legends, Jerry has remained a beloved presence in the entertainment industry, proving that his comedic insights are as sharp and relevant today as they were when Seinfeld was on the air. His legacy as both a comedian and a writer is undeniably vast, and his influence continues to permeate every corner of the comedy world. Julia Louis-Dreyfus's portrayal of Elaine remains one of the defining performances in television history. Elaine was not just a woman in a sitcom. She was a fully realized, multi-dimensional character who broke free from the typical constraints of female roles in a male-dominated television landscape. With her quick wit, unapologetic confidence, and unique quirks, Elaine quickly became an audience favorite. Her legendary dance moves, the unforgettable shrinkage moment, and her witty comebacks are etched in the minds of fans around the world. Post-Seinfeld, Julia Louis-Dreyfus's career trajectory has only soared higher, most notably with her transformative role as Vice President Selina Meyer on Veep. Her brilliant portrayal of a morally ambiguous, power-hungry politician earned her multiple Emmy Awards and solidified her place as one of the finest comedic actresses of her generation. Now at 64, Julia's work continues to inspire and entertain, and her reputation as a comedic powerhouse has only strengthened over time. The remarkable range of her performances, from the absurdity of Elaine to the sharp, politically charged comedy of Veep, demonstrates her versatility and talent, ensuring that her career will be remembered for years to come. Michael Richards' portrayal of Cosmo Kramer is the stuff of television legend. His eccentric character, often bursting through Jerry's door in wild, unpredictable ways, became one of the most iconic in sitcom history. With his slapstick, physical comedy, bizarre schemes, and quirky mannerisms, Kramer stole scenes effortlessly, becoming a beloved character and a symbol of Seinfeld's irreverent style. Richards brought a physicality to the role that few could match, from his famous Kramer slide to his chaotic yet endearing antics. However, while his post-Seinfeld career has faced significant ups and downs, with some controversy surrounding certain events, the impact of Kramer remains undeniable. Richards' ability to make the absurd hilarious and his commitment to physical comedy set a high bar for comedic performances in television. At 74, Michael Richards continues to influence the world of comedy, though it is his unforgettable portrayal of Kramer that will always define his legacy in the entertainment world. Jason Alexander's portrayal of George Costanza is widely regarded as one of the greatest comedic performances of all time. George, a neurotic, self-absorbed, and perpetually unlucky character, was perfectly balanced by Alexander's ability to bring both humor and humanity to the role. Despite George's many flaws, his selfishness, insecurity, and inability to catch a break, audiences couldn't help but root for him. The character was complex, and Jason's nuanced performance gave George an emotional depth that went beyond the sitcom formula. Whether he was lying about his job, avoiding responsibility, or navigating awkward social situations, George's misadventures were both painfully relatable and endlessly funny. Now 64, Jason continues to be a highly respected actor and performer, both on screen and on stage. While he has played many roles since Seinfeld, none has been as enduring or beloved as George. His portrayal of the neurotic, often hapless George Costanza remains a defining moment in television history, and it continues to be a source of inspiration for aspiring comedians and actors alike.